Hi friends, this is Rebecca of Born in Ecstasy Birthing. Today I want to share about fear and some tips and keys to working through your fear in preparation for your labor so that it's not dominating your space and setting back your labor. Now, Ina May Gaskin, the legendary midwife from Tennessee, talks about the fear and the adrenaline it produces being the brake pedals to labor or to birth. So, it's very natural to have fear come up in your birth. It's the unknown. And it's as humans, we're designed to fear the unknown because that's something that keeps us safe. But also, if we avoid everything that we're a little bit afraid of, it makes our world small. So when we go ahead and expand and grow into new things and take adventures, we will have fear come up. It's natural and normal. And as long as we don't let that fear dominate us and get us to turn back and make a U-turn and avoid things, then we can keep growing. So the instruction that's most important that I want you to remember most from this video is the principle of faith. When you move forward, even though you're afraid, you start clearing the path. So I have an acronym that I like to use, which is faith enacted assures resilience and resourcefulness, right? So it's two R's, I guess, but right, resilience and resourcefulness come together because we can't always control things. We don't get the exact outcome of things every time we want, and birth is totally like that. You don't necessarily get to control the specifics, but if you're resilient, you can ride with the tides and figure yourself out and navigate the terrain, and come out triumphant and happy and proud, right? And then resourcefulness is, it's not like we're getting smaller when there's challenge. It's like we get stronger, we get more tools, and then we can meet the challenge or meet the fear with more oomph to really not let it throw us. So the next thing that's so important is remembering, and this is probably first actually, but remembering what your intention is and what your purpose is. Because when those are crystal clear in your mind, your decisions will be based on those and not what the fear says. Fear always tries to sell you a lie. You can also think of the acronym false evidence appearing real. Like it'll try to sell you something that is like the U-turn, like forget it, never mind, let's avoid that whole topic. But instead, like when you practice the faith, you are moving forward, uncovering new ground, and able to meet those challenges and the purpose and the intent you have with greater resourcefulness. And so these are all really important to keep in mind. And when I talk about resourcefulness, there's a lot of different things that you can do in preparation. In fact, your fears will point you to areas that you need to focus on. For example, if you're really afraid of getting a C-section, learn about the cascade of intervention. Decide what you want to do. Make a plan with your doula or hire a doula, and they can help you avoid some of those common pitfalls. So educate yourself. Figure out what you need from there. Make those action steps. Your fears will point you to action steps. So list them. Go ahead and list them. And some things we can't do a thing about, and that's kind of where to, to find acceptance and trust your own resilience, that you are a strong enough person to meet what comes your way. And then there are things we can actually prepare for and do something about, so that the likelihood is way less that something happens, or that we're stronger, so it just won't be an issue. So when you really just dead on look at everything, make those lists of what you can do, make your practices, and then get support in the areas that will make a difference for yourself. That is really powerful and will change how you meet birth. So birth, as you know, like Ina May talks about it being the brake pedals. So I want you to understand there's the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And fear will will come up every birth. It always does. But if you can switch over to the parasympathetic nervous system, so from fight, flight, or freeze with the sympathetic to the parasympathetic, that's where you feel safe. That's where you feel loved. That's where it's warm and you're held and the oxytocin's flowing. There's a healing and safety, and it's like it's where mammals want to birth, and it's where our bodies are designed to birth. So when you can use like a hypnosis to automate that response in your body and mind, it can help you switch over to the parasympathetic nervous system swiftly with the onset of each contraction. So it can be a powerful tool in your bag of tools to use along with the other things that you have. Getting into that instinctual mind, the more you can be in that instinctual mind in preparation for birth, the more easily you'll be able to jump in during birth and allow your body to do what it needs to do. The more you're physically trained and using good body mechanics and strong in your core and have your pelvic floor working well for you and really level, the more that you will automatically move into positions in labor that help you birth so much more easily and that prepare your baby ahead of time to be in a great position. So think about the acronym FAITH enacted ensures resilience and resourcefulness. Okay, so it's all about the action steps, and you know what they are when you start looking at and listing them, you know, your fears and what you want, right? So write them down. I hope this is very helpful. Let me know if I can help you with anything about it, and thank you for watching. All right, take care. Bye-bye.